off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Green Bay Packers. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
No, 319! Go to 50! Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Get ready. At their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch it. You draw Corker.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie. 24 is the mic. Watch the backer.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Every day, any day. Slam.
The give is to Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Bravo. You better be afraid of me. Mike's 50. Hey, pick your game.
Here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This is Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
There certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Darnold. Enunwa's got it, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's put that team on the front. He's coming.
Here's Bell. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, go.
Darnold on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run it in with Bell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got 58.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense... Rush coming, and he's taken down by Travius Adams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd and 6.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
24 is the mic. Double dog. That's the way. 24 is that.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On 1st down, Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, watch it. Hey, lady. Oh, lady.
Darnold down to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Steps away. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Bell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second and 11 now, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 11.
Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold, and that is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. A first down throw, Darnold. Got an open man, it's a known one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
24-5.
To throw is Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Under 10. Lady, 10. Safe. It's hot.
Now a give right side. Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 24 is the mic. Ready? Get in the weight room. 24 is the mic.
From the 38, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go for Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Pull it together.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second and 12, Rodgers. It's caught on the right side, Williams.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Rodgers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, lady. Got 4 down. Check nickel.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the twitch.
Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Hey, 24 is the mark. Hey, wahoo!
He's back to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's got Anderson right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with time running out, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
22 yards. First down, Green Bay.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.